But one thing I taught myself is that, you know what, this may be hard, but guess what? I can do hard things. And in the midst of doing hard things, there are going to be some setbacks. There are going to be some failures. But you know what? I'm not going to allow those failures to cause me to be fearful of my ability to make this work.
To transform your business into a brand that truly shines? Well, you're in the right place. My name is Sommer, and I am thrilled to have you here. With over 25 years of experience from leading communications teams to building my business from scratch, I've seen it all. Setbacks, success, and everything in between. And guess what? I'm here to spill the beans on what it truly takes to build and sustain a brilliant brand. So whether you're just starting out or looking to revamp your existing brand, you'll find golden nuggets of wisdom right here. We'll dive deep into strategies, mindset shifts, and nitty-gritty details that make brands extraordinary. Stick around because Brilliant Brands Academy is where we believe that every entrepreneur has the potential to create something truly exceptional. And together, we'll turn that potential into reality. So hit the subscribe button and let's get started on this exciting journey to brand brilliance.
I've been in business now for 7 years. And through the storms, through the victories, the ups and the downs, there is one thing that has sustained me for the long haul, and that is resiliency through failure. You see, many times we see failure and we use it as a gauge to say, oh, this thing isn't working, or I don't want to do this anymore, I quit. And then when you start to get into that comparison game, where you're realizing that you're sacrificing quite a lot, because if you're in business for yourself, there is a sacrifice, especially in the beginning. So you're seeing other people prospering, take vacations, getting bigger houses, doing all of the things that you want to do and aspire to do. And you start to do that comparison thing. It also makes you want to think, you know what? I'm throwing in the towel. This is not easy. And it's not. But one thing I taught myself is that, you know what? This may be hard, but guess what? I can do hard things. And in the midst of doing hard things, there are going to be some setbacks. There are going to be some failures. But you know what? I'm not going to allow those failures to cause me to be fearful of my ability to make this work. Instead, I'm going to take my failures and I'm going to take my setbacks and my disappointments, and I'm going to rise above those things and learn from those things. Today, I saw something from Mel Robbins. She posted on her page that said that she gives herself a certain amount of time to mourn or be upset about something. And then after that, okay, it's done. Okay? At some point, you got to say, I'm done mourning this. I'm done being depressed about this. I'm done licking my own wounds and rehearsing the setbacks and the failures, the disappointments, even people disappointing you. You start to think, okay, I'm done with all that. Now let's rise from this victim mentality into a victor mentality. That makes a huge difference. So I would say that in the first 5 years of my business, there was a serious mindset shift that had to take place for me. And that mindset shift was so many things. It was breaking out of the barrier of feeling like I need that paycheck every other week, feeling all of the things that I thought I was missing out on. There's the insurance and the benefits that come with a job, all of those things. There is that money mindset. People are really going to pay me top dollar for this. There is even the sacrifice of, things in your home that you might not purchase at that moment that you're going to have to hold off for, knowing that eventually as you grow your business, you're going to be able to get whatever it is you want. The other thing is friendships start to shift. I started to really lean in towards those friendships that were like minded, or those individuals who may not necessarily be in that same space of entrepreneurship or whatever, but still had a desire to learn or a desire to be a part of it. Those individuals were the ones that I hung out with the most. Your close-knit relationships actually begin to shrink a bit, because one philosophy that I learned is that birds of a feather flock together. There's a certain mentality that comes from business ownership and entrepreneurship that everyone just doesn't have. If you are a business owner, you just get it. You get it because you are doing everything in your power to make sure that your family is secure and that you are eating and that you are doing what you need to do. The way we spend money is different. The way we invest our time is different. The way we invest our money is different. The way we talk to our children is different. The mindset that we have compared to the majority of society is different, because it's almost like we broke out of the matrix, right? I find that more times than not, I'm not understood. My husband and I are both business owners. We both have our own businesses that bring in an income into our household. We do not have a 9 to 5. Neither one of us do. We do not have a part-time job. Neither one of us do. We ripped the Band-Aid off and decided we were going to go into business for ourselves because it was something that we just felt called to do. And we also wanted that freedom of time and that freedom of having as much money capabilities as possible. I didn't want to have to go to a boss and ask for a raise. Now my mind is, if I need the money, how can I make the money? That's what it is. Who else can I talk to? What other deals can I close? So it doesn't even become that thing of I am subject to my circumstances. I'm subject to what's going on around me. Instead, it is more like, how can I take control of my circumstances? And how can I make what's going on around me not cloud my vision on where it is that I want to go in the future and in business? I tell you what, once I started to really dig into my business, it was when I started to dream again and hope again, knowing that the future can be brighter. All the time when I was in the workforce, I actually did think there's got to be more than this. I actually did feel guilty not being able to go to my son's events. But once I came into business for myself, it's almost like my husband says I'm unemployable now. Not because I'm not experienced, but I'm unemployable because I've tasted and I've seen the joys and the excitement of owning my own business. I love the time freedom. I really do. And I love those moments when I wake up and I get deposited in the bank, quite honestly, 5-figure checks. That's a remarkable feeling, And what I thought I couldn't do, or no, I won't say that. What I always hoped that I would do, I actually was able to do. What I hoped what I would do, I was able to do. And that has given me so much satisfaction, because I don't have a what if. I don't. It's a sacrifice, I do admit, because we have to say no to things in different seasons, and others might look at us like, oh, what are you doing? And no, we haven't gone on many vacations. No, we haven't bought bigger houses and all the cars and all the things. But there's a reason for that. Trust me, there's a reason for it. So anyway, I'm really speaking from my heart, candidly, and wanted to share that with you and encourage you through it. Take care.